Welcome to the True Grime Stories podcast, where in every episode, we'll unravel a new mystery of cleaning business transformation from a grimy mess to a great success. Join me, your host, Jeannie Henderson, as together we dig up cleaning business secrets that you've been dying to know. Hello, cleaning business owners out there. I'm Jeannie Henderson, and I am excited today to welcome you to another episode of True Grime Stories, where we have a wonderful guest with us today who's going to share their grime story with us, and it's Raquel Lindsay. Raquel is located in Grand Rapids, Michigan. She's the owner of Sparkle and Shine Cleaning Services. She's a neighbor of mine. We were just about an hour apart right here in Michigan. And she started her business actually as a solo cleaner back in 2012. Many of us started that way and then decided to expand. I'm sure she realized that there was a lot of opportunity in the cleaning industry and expanded in 2018 and became an actual business. And Raquel has been married to an amazing guy. I know her husband, Artie, as well. And they've been married for 27 years. They have 3 adult children, and they are really connected in their community. They do a lot, really involved in their community and giving back. And Raquel also has a philosophy of taking great care of her team, making sure they're well compensated and respected and giving them growth opportunities. And I love this. Her business is built on integrity and faith, inspired by Matthew 5:16. Let your light shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. I love that verse. It's one of my favorites too. Welcome, Raquel. How are you doing today?
I'm good, Jeannie. How are you?
I am really good and especially excited to get a chance to talk with you. We've known each other for quite a while. When did we meet? When did we first meet?
I think it was either 2019. I think it was around 2019.
Okay, so yeah,
Yes.
it's a long time. We've known each other for about 5 years.
Yes.
And Raquel and I worked together. I got the opportunity to coach with Raquel as she was growing her business. And that's why I know she has a great story to share. So the way that we like to start this out is we like to kind of start out with the grime scene. So the grime scene is where you were when you realized something has to change. So what did your business look like at that point when you knew there has to be some better way to do this?
Yes. So it was just me. And I didn't have any systems. I didn't know how to hire people or even if I wanted to hire people. And I knew that I needed help. And so one day I was reading an article in Inc. magazine and I came across the name of a lady, Debbie Sardone, and she
Mhm.
was offering free consultations. And I spoke with Debbie, and yeah, the rest is history.
Wow, that is great. And I'd forgotten about that Inc. magazine article. So that's really
Yeah.
cool that you found her right at the time when you needed that help, right?
Yes.
Um, so what did your business look like? I mean,
So
what were your days like at that point?
So it was just me. I'd get up in the morning, I'd go out and I clean a couple of houses a few times a week, and then I'd go home. And I didn't have a uniform. I didn't have any type of system in place. Um, yeah, it was a bit of a mess.
And, was it going well, or did you really feel like things could be better?
I felt like things could be better. And my clients actually were encouraging me. They were like, Raquel, you're doing a great job with the cleaning. You should grow this into a business. At that time, I didn't think I wanted a business, but realized that, there was potential out there for me to grow into a legitimate business.
Well, that's cool. And that says a lot about you that your clients were excited for you.
Mhm.
A lot of times we hear from people that, people think their clients don't want them to grow a business, that they just want them to clean personally for them. So That says a lot that your clients really cared about you that much. That's really cool. And
Mhm.
so, once you found Debbie and you started to get involved, what were some of the things that you learned early on, that you changes that you could make to your business?
Mhm. One was the importance of having a systems in place and a path to grow my business. One of the books that I read early on was The E Myth by Michael Gerber,
Yeah.
and that really helped me to realize that. In my head, I thought I was a business owner, but I was just working. I just had a job. And
You were the
so,
technician, right? That's what
yes,
Michael Gerber talks about. We almost all entrepreneurs start off as a technician. We shouldn't feel bad about it, but the problem is we get stuck there.
right. Yes. And so once I was able to get some systems in place and I hired my first employee, we just moved from there. And I've been able to hire more people and to continue to grow the business based on the systems and processes that we have in place.
That's great. So, how many people on your team now?
So we have 9 currently, and I
Mhm.
have 2 full-time office staff.
Wow. So 11 people plus you. That's
Yeah.
great. That's a great business right there. And so you talk about systems.
Mhm.
So think about your systems. What is one of the ones that when you define that system and put it into place and started using it that way, that really made a big impact on your business?
Yes. One was how to succeed on first time cleans. We go out and we do those deep cleans, and
Mm-hmm.
you get some quality complaints from clients. And so, having a system as to how we go about, you know, um, following up with the client, having a team lead in place, having some checks and, checks and balances for our team really, really, really helped us to succeed on first time cleans. And it helped us to be able to get those 5-star reviews from our clients as well.
Yeah, and everybody covets those 5-star reviews. I mean, that's what everybody wants.
Yes.
I am so excited that you brought this strategy up because if you really want to grow your business, and I'm talking to the cleaning business owners who are watching this, what Raquel is talking about right now is something that you have to master.
Mhm.
It's so important that we just like grandma said, you know, make a good first impression.
Yes, yes.
And if we don't make a good first impression, we don't get the recurring sale.
Mhm.
And
Absolutely.
yeah, a lot of people almost build their business on one-time cleaning, but the real winners in this industry are the ones who turn those one-time cleans into recurring.
Yes.
That's so great. So let's break that down. Let's let's see where are we at? I'm looking at our time. Okay, yeah, let's go one step further. Let's break this down a little bit more and talk about the difference that makes. So you talked about like getting the reviews,
Mhm.
but how does that process kind of help you with converting the customer to recurring and all the other things that are so important about those first time cleans?
Yeah. So having a system in place, especially with that follow-up call, that's the gold is in the follow-up.
Mm,
And so following up with that client just to see how did the cleaning go? Was there anything that we could have done better, or what did we do really well? And asking them, if they haven't already indicated that they want to continue with recurring services, we talk to them about the benefit of having recurring services and letting them know, since they love this experience so much, they can have this experience on a weekly, a biweekly, or monthly basis as well.
I love that because a lot of people, the customer calls or the prospect calls and says, well, I need a one-time cleaning. And people believe them that customer says that they want just a one-time cleaning, but nobody wants just one cleaning. I mean,
Right.
everybody wants to have their house cleaned regularly.
Right.
What they're telling you is, I'm testing you out to see how good you are, and then I'll decide.
Yes.
But if you don't ask for the sale, you don't get the sale.
Right.
And so it's so great that it's part of your system. It's part of your process
Mhm.
to follow up, number one. Now, I know a bunch of people are listening to this and they're like, yeah, I should probably be following up on those first time cleans. Because I know when I first started out, I wasn't doing that.
Me either.
And it really like looking back, I'm kind of shocked how I like had to push myself to do it. Like I was
Mhm.
almost afraid.
Yeah.
But as we know, no news is not good news.
Right.
And that's for another episode, but we need to have feedback. And
Mhm.
generally people are happy, but you're missing an opportunity to sell them on the recurring sale if you don't do the follow-up
Mhm.
and to
Mhm.
close that recurring sale and schedule their next cleaning.
Yes.
So that's such a great important part. So when you make that call, when do you make it?
Within 24 hours. We want to connect with the client right away while they're still experiencing the cleanliness of their home.
They're
They're,
still going,
wow, yes. And before the kids come and the dog comes and makes the mess, we want
right.
to get them in that moment while they're having that wow experience, because that's when they're going to say, I want to keep this.
That's so great. And then what do is it part of your process too then to ask for the review? And then if you do, how do you say that? Because a lot of
Yes.
people are like, oh, how do you ask for a review?
Uh-huh. So, yeah, we absolutely ask for that review, and we are very specific. We say, we're so happy to hear that you are happy with our services. Would you be so kind as to leave us a 5-star review? And we can text the QR code to them with the link where they can go right there.
I love that. Did everybody hear that? Would you give us a 5-star review? Like telling them exactly what you want. That is
Yes.
so great. I mean, ask for what you want because that's
Mhm.
how you get it. Well, let's pause right here, Raquel, because I definitely want to talk with you more about this. But we're going to stop for a moment and hear from our sponsor, Cleaning Business Fundamentals. Is your cleaning business a grime story? There's no need to stay stuck in the muck because you're not alone. With over 500 active members and more than 500 graduates of our Cleaning Business Fundamentals program, CBF is the #1 cleaning business academy in the world and has created more mop-free millionaires than any program in the industry. Learn more and let CBF take your residential cleaning business from a grime story to a gleaming success. That's exactly what happened to Raquel.
Yes.
Right? You had your grime story, but I've watched your business grow over the last several years. And honestly, I knew you in the beginning when you were trying to figure out all the systems that you have to put into place. And it's a big job, right? It's a big
Yes.
job. But I
Mhm.
can tell you that you have a lightness of being about you. Uh, the more that your business has grown and as you built your team, I've seen you become a happier, more joyful person as a part of it. And I love that's for me as a coach, that's one of the things I love so much because coaching
Mhm.
not only helps you grow your business, ultimately it does the thing that your business was designed to do, to give you a better life.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, implementing these systems. What kind of challenges did you come up against as you were trying to make those first time cleans more successful?
Mhm. So, consistency was one. Having the office staff doing the follow ups or me doing the follow ups, making sure we're doing that, making sure our team is following each step in our system. Making sure the team lead gives us a call when they get to the home just to confirm that everything is as the client said it would be, as far as the level of buildup. That follow up. Closing call that they should give us when they get ready to leave the home as well. Just consistency, making sure we're staying on top of it and making sure we're following the process.
Now, how did you get people to do that? How do you create accountability around getting people to do the check-ins and do the follow-up calls?
Mhm. So practice makes perfect. And so just doing a check in to say, hey, did we hear back from the team lead? And if we didn't hear back from the team lead, then we're calling them. Say, hey, we're just checking in. During your check in, just a reminder, you need to call us at this time. And for our team lead, they actually get a bonus when they have
Oh,
done everything that they're supposed to do. And so I think that helps as well because they definitely want that bonus.
yeah.
And at the end, checking in again. If they don't call us, we're saying, hey, just reaching out to do your closing checkout. And we do have forms at each level. So we have a form for the team lead and for the office staff as well to follow.
That's great. Well, and you mentioned, you joined Debbie Sardone's program, Cleaning Business Fundamentals. And that's one of the cool things about being part of Cleaning Business Fundamentals is all those initial forms that you need for that first time clean and for the sales
Mhm.
process are provided.
Yes.
Um, and they help tremendously. And some of it seems relatively simple, but when we're trying to grow a business, it's impossible for us to think of all the best strategies on our
Mhm.
own.
Yes.
It's just so helpful to have, someone come along who's tried and tested everything and comes to you and says, these are proven strategies. Here are their forms. Go.
Mhm. Absolutely. Honestly, if I had not found CBF, I'd probably still just be me cleaning. And so, all the tools and all the information that I got from CBF, the coaching, the relationships, oh my gosh, those relationships have been really, you know, the thing that has helped me to get through some of the more difficult times in the business. That entrepreneurial roller coaster. You
Mhm.
have good days and then you have bad days, and it's so nice to have people you can reach out to who understand.
Yeah, and that is another thing that a lot of people don't realize is so wonderful is you do not have to go alone
That's right.
business. And being an entrepreneur can be so lonely. Nobody understands. Your friends don't understand, your family
Mhm.
doesn't understand. But
Right.
when you become part of Cleaning Business Fundamentals, suddenly you find all these people who are living your same life, walking in your shoes,
Yes.
have and may have gone before you and had some of the trials that can share their experience. I know for me that was such a breath of fresh air. Like,
Mhm.
oh my gosh, I'm not the only, crazy cleaning business owner out there. There are hundreds
Right.
of us.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and congratulations to you on your growth. So what has that growth trajectory look like from when you started? And because I know now you are in CBF Pros group, which is
Mhm.
our kind of part of our Ascension program when you reach a certain level of revenue. And you've got like a cohort of business owners that you're part of, or a mastermind, so to speak.
Yeah.
You were sharing a little bit with me about that earlier. So, what did that look like for you? Because imagine how many initial cleans you've done to get to where you are today
Mhm.
and how
Yeah.
key that process is.
Mhm. Yeah. I often think about how it was just me in the field doing the work, and what the revenue that I generated then and where I am now is like I never knew I could even be at this point. I'm getting a little emotional just just thinking about it. Um, and having those systems, those processes, and like you said, a proven path to follow um, has just really helped my business to flourish and grow and to be scalable.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, if you think about like, how it felt before when you were alone, how does it feel now? How has your personal life changed
Mhm.
now that you have your business under control? I know you have just an amazing family. Um,
Yeah.
so how is that different for you?
Time freedom.
Yeah.
Being able to take vacations with my family, with my husband, being freed up to do community work has just really been great, and being able to pour into my team, that matters a lot to me. Being able to help them grow both professionally and personally. The initial person that I hired, she's still with me. And to see her grow from who she was when I first met her to the leader that she is now, and to know that I played a role in that has just really, I'm just going to say it's been a blessing to me. So,
That is so great. Well, the best leaders help other people become leaders.
mhm.
And what a great thing. I'm sure she feels incredibly blessed to be part of your team as well. How cool that she is still with you today. You made a great first hire. Good job. Yeah, that is so awesome. But it can be so rewarding when you can build a business that it is now not only making your life better, but the
Mhm.
lives of everybody who is part of it. Um,
Yeah.
so what advice would you give to other cleaning business owners out there who are listening to us? They're searching for information, and today you just gave them a great piece of advice, and that's nail the first time clean, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
if you're going to grow, you're going to be doing a lot of initial cleans.
Mhm.
If you add 10 clients, in a month, that's 10 initial cleans. Think about it.
Mhm. Yeah.
And you have to nail every one. You have to win on every one. So that's a great tip. Thank you for sharing that. But
Mhm.
what other advice would you give to cleaning business owners out there or people who are thinking about being cleaning business owners?
Mhm. Join CBF. I'm just going to
Of
be
course.
honest.
Yeah.
And so I joined CBF right, you know, right when I was becoming a legitimate business. And having that foundation starting out and having those systems in place really helped me to grow fast. And so, I'm not out here just flailing trying to run a business. I have those systems in place. So, the importance of having a system to follow will help you to be successful. Having, my cohort, the group of people who I'm able to reach out to. There's an African proverb say, "You go further when you don't go alone," and
Oh,
so,
I love that.
yes, but just having those people who, on the days when I've wanted to just throw in the towel and quit, who I can reach out to and remind me tomorrow's another day. Um, so just having support and having systems in place, a path to follow, I think are the best tips that I can give.
Yeah, well, that's great. And I've had a very similar experience too, where I've been about ready to quit multiple times, and I've had people talk me out of it and
Mhm.
help me get to the next step and the next step. And
Yeah.
I think that as entrepreneurs, many people make that mistake of thinking they have to do it all by themselves, and
Mhm.
that's probably why I believe it's like more than 50% of businesses don't even make it the first year
Mhm.
and a very
Mhm.
small number make it 5 years and 10 years when it
Mhm.
comes to entrepreneurs. And I think it's because they're trying so hard to figure it out by themselves.
Yeah.
And you really don't have to. In almost every industry, there are programs, coaches, trainings that can help people grow. So I'm so glad that you found CBF, and I'm glad that it brought us together and that we get to be friends.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
it's been great. We're in a kind of a Michigan group of cleaning business owners together, so that's really fun. So, looking ahead to your future, Raquel, kind of what do you see happening for your business in your life going forward?
So, one thing that I have a dream of is starting a network for women entrepreneurs to support them here locally. And because of the systems that I have in place with my business, that's going to help to free me up to be able to do some of the other things that I want to do. I want to continue to grow my team and to continue to grow the business as well. Um, I do have some other business ideas. My husband's like, slow down. um,
Believe me, I feel your pain. Yeah,
yes, yeah, but
we are
really,
entrepreneurs.
yeah, really want our brand to be synonymous with the values of West Michigan. That people know that we are community oriented, that we give back. This isn't just about us making money. This is about giving back to the community as well.
Yeah. Well, I know great things are ahead for you. And I love that shared that your business, because your business is running smoothly, because it's systemized, it's going to allow you to do something that your heart has been dreaming of.
Mhm.
And a lot of people don't realize that. They don't even allow themselves to dream because they just feel like they're going to be chained to their business
Yeah,
forever and ever. And it just doesn't have to be that way. Your business, when you create it, should be the tool that helps you live out your dreams. And
absolutely.
yeah, and congratulations on creating that. So I'm so happy for you and your family. And thank you for sharing with us today about your grime story and giving us hints into how to find our way out of a grime story to having a successful business. So thank you for being with us today, Raquel. It's really been delightful.
Thank you for having me, Jeannie.
That's a wrap on today's True Grime Stories. Thanks for joining us in uncovering the secrets of cleaning business success. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and download, and check out our show notes for links and info from today's episode, and to learn more about our sponsor, Cleaning Business Fundamentals. Join us next time as we solve another True Grime story.